He decided to throw a party, and he's probably a bit drunk right now. And we're supposed to keep him distracted while this guy investigates the dead people. So, hopefully I don't have to flirt with him, because I think the guy already thinks I'm attracted to him. The decorative plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for years. Did I just loot butter? I did loot butter. I cannot get away from it. It's always butter. Alright, can I get Social to distract him? I can imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war. I yearned to set up my easel in one of the pleasant little alcoves and paint to my heart's content. I didn't even know he painted. See, well, these guys are, yeah, it's like Lord Farron over here. Good lord. Selah, you never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. I'd rather take my chance while I can. Well, you're a raging alcoholic. Of course you would say that. Dayron is who I need to distract. Let's talk to anybody but Dayron right now. Woljif. Everything here is so sparky. I'm just gonna take a look at this thing and put it right back, I honest. Alright, well, he's a kleptomaniac, so he's probably stealing stuff. Nenyo. The psychological premise for mortals' attraction to sites of mass murder or gluttony. Which article from my encyclopedia should I focus on now? Nenyo, there's a reason I leave you in town. Oh, it's you. Do you remember me? I called upon you to save the Count in Kenabris. I screamed, save the Count! What's going on here? The door is sealed and looks like it hasn't been opened in a long time. Door is sealed, looks like it hasn't been opened in a long time. This goes back to outside. Wait, who is that? Camellia. I adore this estate, so much beauty, so many quiet nooks. Okay, well, she is a sneak thief, so.
As it should be.
Loot. 3 elemental essence. I have no idea what that is. Let's check this door over here. If there's nothing back here, the only option remaining is talk to Darren myself. The bedroom. Ooh. Engrave Lucky Bracers. +1 luck to armor class, reflex will, and fortitude. That's crazy good. Wait, no. Never mind. That's what I'm wearing now, not what I'm looking at. I was looking at the thing I had equipped. Alright, hold on. Will it show me now? Where is it? Clear Purpose. Allows you to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. That's really good. I was a Demon Hunter tank DPS on my main since the mobility was quick and fun to play or anything like that. So in Guild Wars 2, anyone can tank. But also most content doesn't need a tank. You're going to be fighting stuff that's smarter. In WoW, Onyxia was really stupid. She would punch the gnome and plate for the entire fight and never deviate. In Guild Wars 2, the boss will just hit whoever he wants. Like, if he turns to you, you get out of the way. If he turns to somebody else, you go back in. You know, it's that kind of thing. So, you can be tanky. See, Demon Hunter was like high mobility and lots of zipping around. I think Revenant would be closest to a Demon Hunter. Doesn't need a tank. Yeah, there are some raid bosses that need a tank. But no, most content doesn't, you know, like your standard 5-man content, dungeons and fractals, like the equivalent of what you know as mythic pluses, you don't need a tank. You just beat them down, and you know, if you're getting targeted, you back away from the fight and other people move in. Imagine like a bunch of Dark Souls players storming around a boss. It's like that. Okay. Let's see, what was the amulet we just got? Counterfeit Derek Sunhammer's jewelry. Okay. So this would go actually on Darren. Of course, we're here doing Darren's quest, so. What else we got? Loot, we got some books.
That is not far.
A ring. Book. Wait.
What a find.
Countess Selena Nevia Dara Arende with her infant son Darren. Unlike typical aristocratic portraits, this one depicts a young mother having fun with her child on a seesaw. Aw, his mum. She's she's dead now, chat. It seems there's a hidden cache inside the wall. You can see a keyhole among the decoration. I don't have the key. How's the story going so far? Good so far. We are many hours in. We're at a noble's residence that was attacked by demons when he was a kid. And most of the place is in shambles. The store is sealed. Regil. This estate could be remade into a formidable defensive outpost. It should be expropriated for the sake of the war effort. And the owners compensated after victory is secured.
I know the way.
Knowledge World 20. There are occasional traces of older masonry and foundations. It looks like the building was reconstructed several times. Alright. I think we gotta talk to him now. What level are you? I think I'm 6. Dayron, who has been watching the guest with an unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself as an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now, I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the 5th Crusade. How did I become the companion of a hero chosen by Eomade? Sometimes the most casual occurrences dictate fate's course. I'm afraid that is not always the case. Sometimes it is dictated by alien but wholly deliberate forces. Yeah, I'm trying to not... Wait, what is that? Spill wine on him? Okay, we're supposed to distract him. Oh, what? Alright. Oh my god, these are so great. Dude, 2 and 3. I feel like this could lead to a flirt, and I don't want it. God, I know you guys, you're gonna want this. I'll do this for y'all. Spill wine on Darren's suit. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And did you also not mean to ruin a suit that costs more than a thoroughbred? Don't fret, I have a spare. Just you wait. When I return, I shall look even more stunning. Item lost, wine. Alright, now I gotta go tell the guy he's distracted. Yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait, we looked at that earlier, never mind. Osling, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Mukluk Douglas about that'll be Reginald Esquire the 4th, as a Chauncey Festivals the 3rd, because you, Osling, to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank at the speakers, don't touch the speakers, giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Let me see. Someone redeemed a potato filter earlier. I'm gonna slowly work my way through these. My jaw is figuratively and literally dropped. I don't know, I just don't. How do you define roles for dungeons? I won't keep bothering people. Sounds like I should roll Revenant, learn the mobility, and I'll try to learn how the all works. Thanks so much, kind of you. Genuinely useful answers. Enjoy this up. So, Oz for dungeons? Literally every person has a self-heal. So, every person is doing damage, and if they get hit by something really bad, they'll use their self-heal. If they get hit by something really bad again, like, most damage is actually avoidable. Like, most damage, there will be, like, a visual cue. Like, you know, get out of that spot in 3, 2, 1, boom. If you were still there, it hurts. You know? So a lot of damage is very avoidable. Now, there are... Like, the game didn't even have healers up until the first expansion. Now there are some. But yeah, you can continue asking questions. I have Ask Me Anything in the stream title every single day. You can continue asking any questions you want. Alright, I see you did your part, Commander. Thank you. And now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind. Then the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first. They eventually coalesce to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning, heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Dayron is obvious. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. Merc19, thank you, buddy. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can't we just have one day without your servants? It's my birthday, after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Countess Selena Arende. Day, I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what? What's that noise? And then suddenly demons. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? What is a Lilitu? Is that like a succubus? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? Oh, it's right here. It's this thing with the horns. I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air kiss to Darren, making him freeze in horror, then disappears. Leoder shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temples. The first appearance of the disease and the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of the events. What now? Well, no, hold on. Surely the cleric could have done something. I can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. What now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something that must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. Chat, I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to spill wine on Darren like 14 times. What do you think? Alright, this was the next redemption. That's the next one.
Follow my lead.
The west wing of the house. He's half dressed. Darren arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. I am absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Sociel to draw a portrait of you. A nude portrait, that is. That sounds like a fine idea. I'm sure our cleric will surely turn down a direct request, but if I tell him that we can sell the portrait at a charity auction, why have I never thought of selling my nude portraits at a charity auction? It will cause a huge scandal, but it will also be for a good cause. This will give those god botherers something to complain about. You've given me a brilliant idea. I thought he'd run out of the room naked. Happy birthday! I see that you were able to do as what if anyone else saw this guy come in with me and close the door? They're gonna get the wrong idea. I see that you're able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother, can you hear me, Mother? Someone redeemed pet chip. So we're gonna do this. Day, my boy, how did you get here? Her voice is fading. Don't come any closer. The disease. Mother, listen. The Reverend Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The Fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Kenabres is full of clerics, wizards, and demons who know what else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the Reverend Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If the plague reaches Kenabres, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence, he rises to his shout. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Kenabres. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady of the estate. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You could still... A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural moan. Leodor quietly rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Kenabres in search of help because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Was there really no other choice? Who can say now? They could have sent one of the paladins to bring help from Kenabres, assuming that the Knight of God was immune to the disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order, or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong it could mow down even the most righteous warriors. We will never know if any of these hypotheses are true. Leodor rubs his chin thoughtfully. I've never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That is where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so I can study it. Clear the Great Hall. Jesus Christ. Occupy Darren's attention. I feel like by the end of this, Darren will walk in while we're doing one of these spells, or because he'll hear his mom's voice. He'll like, I feel like he's gonna come in and be like, what the, you know, like he's gonna go crazy. All right, I'm gonna refund Bane. I don't really want to cover my face during this right now. I'm just gonna refund a bunch of these, and I just pet Chip. Okay. Is Darren getting painted naked? Stop trying to talk me into this. You have neither heart nor conscience, Darren. Even the noble idea of charity becomes a farce when you touch it. Look, Cecile is laughing.
That is not far.
I don't think these so-called innocents will suffer from knowing that their money and medicine came from my sinful silhouette. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I was ever talking to the missus and I referred to my body as my sinful silhouette, that would be a showstopper right there. Oh man, look on stage. Yo, this guy's got moves. He smacked his tush. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm waiting for him to do it again. Right there. Yeah, Chick's, like, crack is clipping in on itself. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, quick save. Yeah, a couple of sinful silhouettes up there. There's a feverish gleam to Darren's eyes, owing to either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion. Hello there, Mukluk. That rotter Social refused to sketch me in the nude for charity, but it didn't upset me too much. The faces he made while I was explaining the idea
if that man had a big ol' mustache, he would be perfect.
He looked very much like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ, one that was 2 feet long and being held aloft by a pair of golden angel wings. What? A talking male organ? He's describing himself. Oh my god. Sociel looked like a pious matron being confronted with a talking male organ that was 2 feet long being held aloft by golden angel wings. How are you enjoying my party? Are you having a good time? Time of my life. At least someone here is having fun. Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we're on the very border of the world would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. It seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? The more I observe you, the clearer it becomes you're hiding something or trying to run away from something. Oh, now I can't decide if you're talking like an inquisitor or a self-proclaimed confessor. I hate both equally, of course, and it doesn't matter if you're about to suggest that I pour my heart out to you and make an honest confession of my misdeeds. The very thought of having such conversations makes my head hurt. I need fresh air. I was supposed to clear the whole Great Hall, not just him. Oh, is that good enough? Okay. Here we are again, Commander. He looks grim but focused. Let's take another glimpse into the past. I feel like Darren's gonna walk in on this. There's a candle flame with no candle there. I'm gonna hide ship for now so we can see more of the screen. Alright, so the Lilitu's back. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper into his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... Alright, so it looks like little Darren's in the corner, and there's some guards trying to keep her back. The booming voice of an old man dressed in Iomedean robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon! Let the boy go! By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him over my dead body! You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Darren and licks her lips. Oh, she's missing eyeballs too. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Leodor turns toward you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try again to read it. Okay, continue. Give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Darren, my boy, what is going on? Leodor's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. I'm super curious right now. Do you guys think he like made a deal with the devil or something? Like a warlock bargain? Let's continue. Lilitu, some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secrets come immediately after. The image becomes heavier, almost visible. Secret, keep the secret, otherwise death, 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 death. The gruesome images swirl in your mind, filling in with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Nestrin stretches out a shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Darren, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than the demons! Darren's body is quivering with like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. She's trying to shield herself. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn. Oh shoot, Leodor, you good?
Go ahead.
Leodor opens his eyes with a groan, then gets back on his feet. His eyes are wobbly, his eyebrow is cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything is worse than I imagined. Are you good? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me faint like an agitated youngster. It is nothing, really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Do you understand now what happened 10 years ago? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temples, yes and no. Damn it. My thoughts are astray. I will try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, it is still here. Leoder takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Darren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's where there are no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through it to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Does Darren know anything about all this? Yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret, death to those who know the truth. It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events of Heaven's Edge. Did the Other kill everyone then? The disease was not to blame? Not everyone, just Nestor and his paladins and the few remaining guests. Damn it. I don't know. I know that it was the work of a mysterious omnipotent entity, but it still stings. You know, I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally, and those who did failed to sense something was wrong. What might Other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. I came to this world 10 years ago and it's still here, right? All this time it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of other opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the Other refuses to act, or its interests lie in some other sphere. We have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestron perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. The Inquisitor falls silent for a moment, then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost, I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. What are you sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the Other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth, anyone who knows that the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people on Galarian. You, me, and Count Darren. And that means... He gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the Count finds out you know his secret, the Other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is and what exactly is the scope of his powers. Excuse me. But we do know it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision, Leoder says gravely. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Nero Cien and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we are dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I find at least some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So you want me to lead the crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode at any moment. I'm afraid that you won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It is up to you to decide, though. I mean, we don't have the first thought of how to deal with this thing, and it was strong enough to instantly kill the 3 greater demons in front of it, so I feel like we don't have a choice. Alright, I'll keep it a secret. Leoder lets out a sigh of relief. You've made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search of the knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Iyomade guide your path, and Leoder Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Okay. I found wine. I'm gonna tap quick save. Darren? Tell me honestly, did you come here only to make sure I don't have any fun, even at my own party?
I know the way.
Is that it? I think that might be it. Area exit, okay. Alright, well, we've got a bomb. Alright, well that's done. So, let's see. We tried to fight this army here, we weren't able to do so. Can I recruit anyone right now? Yes, I can. Whoa, Hell Knights.